All right, video 3, you'll pretty much just walk on the sidewalk here right in the back of the house to get to the basement. And again, when y'all are here the first day doing the upstairs, you know, just come down here and look just to make sure you got everything you need for Thursday for you and the other crew that's coming with you to do these 2 units. Because these things are about 8 foot in the air. So you're going to have to bring the genie lift and bring some unistrut too to hang these units up.
Okay. Let me get you some lights on.
Okay. You might want to come down here and confirm what size your return ducts are. And there's 2 returns on each, but they all go into the same box. Actually, that one. So this one here is going to be the one for the downstairs where the big living room is. Yep, yeah, both returns just swoop around and both tie into that 20 by 20 return. And they're 12-inch return ducts. They usually build a new return box. You think you want these things still to be pulling air in from down here? I really had never noticed them in basements like that before, so I don't really know what to think, to be honest with you. And
it's not ideal to pull air from down here.
Yeah, because I would say it's pretty moist down here.
But what does it do if it, okay, say we're under a house, you're going to have something, is it pulling air?
Never. No. And he wants to keep his media filters down here, so you got to reinstall those on the new air handler. So, I mean, you might could just leave this kind of hanging up and just do your air handler and reuse that return box. I guess whoever used to live here just wanted a little bit of return air pulled out of the basement, and I think there is. Yeah, like, see, there's one supply off that unit blowing a little bit of cool air in here, which are the silver ducts that were added. So, I mean, their goal was to condition down here a little bit is what it is. It's just best to leave it like that. You reckon?
If
It's
not contributing anything and it's pulling bad air up.
Just do a new box.
Hopefully the air with this dehumidifier down here has gotten better. The air quality.
Yeah. I guess they did it just to get a little bit of conditioned air in the basement.
Yeah.
What do you think? Just do a new box and get rid of that?
Whatever's the easiest and most standard stuff to do.
All right, guys. Well, that's something for y'all to think about. I'll let y'all decide it. He's kind of either way with it, and I'm either way with it. So maybe that's something you guys talk about a little bit Wednesday when you're here about how we're going to do that. And if these UV lights don't work no more, they can be got rid of. There ain't no telling how long they've been in there. And again, the threaded rod will probably be fine. Just change that angle iron to use unistrut.
Will they be redoing the drain?
Yeah, I mean, they'll do a new P-trap.
Yeah, I didn't know how much, if there was any sediment or something there, whether it be just...
Yeah, they always do a new P-trap, and then they'll put a safety switch up there in case that stops up. That switch will cut the unit off instead of water running onto the floor down here. So you'll see a little switch right there with wires coming out of it, and that'll be a safety switch. We've been using these new clear P-traps too that come with a brush that mounts right there, and you can see it in the P-trap when it gets stopped up, and it's got a little pop-off on top, and you take that brush and go in there and clean it out. And the other one over here is the same way. There's been a little bit of air added. Which, I'll be honest, them ducts blowing air in here is just taking away from the air that could blow in the house.
Yeah.
I mean, because it ought to stay pretty.
Stay cool down.
Yeah.
Those things are like, it's like it's on a house fire, man.
Yeah.
And that's just, for 1,500 square.
Yeah, and that air could be going upstairs.
Yeah. That's a scrap.
Yeah, y'all, let's get rid of these ducts blowing down here. and do which if you reuse this return box, you can just seal that up with some metal and insulate it. These are 12-inch return ducts also, and this one over here, you should have room to either do a new box. If not, you need to take that grill out and seal it off and get rid of these silver ducts and cap it off, because we ain't doing nothing but wasting air blowing it down here. And then all your breakers for everything, I think, is in here. There might be a few breakers in the garage for them condensers. Outdoor, this is the upstairs air conditioners on a 20 amp Siemens. And then, I don't know what kind of heat that is. That's the fountain.
Two of them may be go upstairs. Because the way they wired, that's for the well.
Okay. So you got a panel in the garage?
No, it's in the laundry area.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I need to go in there because there's only one breaker in here.
Yeah, the way they wired. It's like they added this box in, and they pulled some stuff down here, and they didn't label anything.
Yeah. And he wants to keep the filter on this one, and the same with the UV light. If it don't work, get rid of it. All right, I'm gonna stop video 3. I'm gonna do the last video looking for all the other breakers, because we're gonna have 6 breakers we need to look at. And there was one of them in there, so there's 5 more. Must be in the laundry room. And then these air handlers down here, guys, he's fine with you just setting them on the pad out here, or put them wherever he wants. If he wants you to truck them up there with the rest of the equipment where his Ford truck is, do that too. He may want it all together in one spot. All right.